That's one of the unique features about Paepae. So between Hi'ile Kavelo and then her crew, they're working on this restoration project. And then if you saw like Ingredients Hawaii, she has a really good point about just because they're restoring this spot doesn't automatically mean that everything's going to be all good, yeah. Because they're at the bottom of this district, this ahupua'a of He'eia. What happens up there has a direct correlation and effect to what happens over here. So the health of a fish pond is directly related to the health of a community. And so that's one of the things that we try to do too, is everyone tries to work together. Jan guys from Kako'o and Rick Barbosa guys from Papahana. Everyone keeps talking to each other what's going on. So this is called palula. Palula is the name of the shoots of sweet potato. So Kealoha is going to be using all of it.
So is it going to be used as a garnish?
Yeah, I'm garnishing my dish. I am cooking, taking shogun with flat iron and braising it. And you season with like flavors of like pozole, red chili.
This ahupua'a, it actually comes all the way down to where we're standing here, He'eia, Uli. And what's interesting about this particular ahupua'a, the line actually cuts across the ocean all the way to Mokapu, which is Kaneohe Marine Base. So this particular land division, mountain to sea, it actually runs from mountain to sea back to land again. So kind of a unique situation. So that's one of the reasons why, from my understanding, He'eia is considered such a bountiful place, because we have pretty much everything you need here. We have, you can see the posters there. You got some old photos of what used to be just over the bridge or over the highway is a huge network of lo'i or taro patch. And I know Gooch was mentioning earlier that the key point to a fish pond is the overall health of the ahupua'a. And everything comes from mountain to the sea. The traditional Hawaiians, they're so smart. They're the scientists of all scientists. They knew the land very well. They're good stewards of the land, and that created a healthy flow of water from the mountain to the sea. Without proper stream maintenance, without proper taro patch acting as a sediment filter, the health of the fish pond just is not the same. So what's really cool about He'eia right now is we actually have a bunch of organizations that are working to pull this back into a working state. Up at the tip of the valley, we just opened Kekulo Samuel Kamakau. It's a Hawaiian Immersion Charter School. Papahana Kuola, which is a Malama'aina or land-based Hawaiian cultural kind of education organization. There's also Huiku Maoliola, which is a native Hawaiian plant nursery, one of the first to grow all native Hawaiian plants. Some of them are edible. There's also Hakipu Learning Center. Just over this highway, like I was talking about, Kako'oiwi, which is taking on a huge project of restoring 400 to 500 acres of ancient taro patch land. So a huge step for this ahupua'a. And of course, Paepae o He'eia, it's evident. If you were here 5-10 years ago, there's been a lot of work going on, a lot of restoration work. They've been restoring the kuapa or the fish pond walls. We're hoping that someday it will be a totally full functioning fish pond. So right now I think they're growing moi, they're growing, harvesting different types of limu. There's actually a whole bunch of things growing in there that in time I hopefully will go back to sustain all of us. So that's He'eia in a nutshell.
You guys, real fast. This gate is called a makaha. This is like the breadth of, how the fish pond comes up and down, and the tide's going out right now. But the really cool thing is that if you see two gates, this is actually a post-cook contact thing. The Hawaiians actually used one gate, and then when the Chinese came, they said, "Oh, you should put another gate." And then these hale over here, hale kiai makaha, in the old days, that there would actually be somebody that would just stay here and observe the in and out, and the flow of it. And so right now it's going out, and if you can take a look, you see all the little bait fish. For some reason, this center part is like zen to fish. They kind of get all happy and they cruise. There's something chasing them right now. A predator in there. So in here, we grow, Gile guys grow. There's Samoan crab, there's Australian mullet, and what we try to do as cooks is we try to utilize like the invasive stuff and see what we can. We found that there's a lot of little blue crabs, and they don't get very big, but we're tossing around one night, coming out here and like just drinking beer and getting a couple buckets and maybe seeing if we can make bisque or something with it. So,
You catch any good? Was that? Did you catch any?
yeah, they're good. They don't have a whole lot of meat, but I mean, if you roasted the shell, you can probably extract flavor out of it. So this is our kuli kuli, and then Chris made a good point. He said that the rest of the chefs, they're gonna have komi, they're gonna have assistants that are gonna help clean it. So what I think is that as we go down from here down, just look for the brightest, greenest ones and pick. Yeah. So just don't pull it out of the ground because you're gonna kill it. Just sort of like lift it up until you feel resistance, and then snap it off at the point like that. So these yellower guys are a little bit more bitter than the darker guys. So look for the darker ones. And then as we get down there, the akuli kuli on the left side is absolutely gorgeous. So maybe hit that side. That's it. There's akuli kuli right over there at the base of the halikiai. That's really, really nice.
Oh, that's nice.